What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Um, my condolences to my buddy. Sad news about Mookie. Um, I know, I know he would have wanted this. So he's off to the big ferret tube in the sky. Always sad to lose a pet, man. Always sad. So, I got all the horses done. All the horses are done, painted, harnessed. Now comes the fun part of putting it all together. Not. My rear two horses, Mr. Benny and Big Papa Z, in honor of Rick Zink, my very first subscriber. Um, I've always called him Big Z, Big Papa Z. So I thought I would put the name on the back, and Mr. Benny, the other rare horse. I did a little research. They actually have names, and I don't mean name names. I mean each set of horses. It has a specific purpose. The first two horses are called the lead horses, for obvious reasons. They are the lightest and fastest of the team, because they're the ones who have to cover the most ground, whether it's going or turning. They cover the most ground out of all the 8 horses. The second set are called the swing team. They're a little bit stouter and heavier than the lead team. And they're called the swing team because they have a lot to do when they start swinging those horses around. I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube. It's quite a thing to see, to watch those 8 horses back that cart up, which by the way weighs 3.5 ton. The cart that they pull weighs 3.5 ton, empty. It was quite a thing to see them back that cart up to a fake loading dock, and then that whole team going 90 degrees to the cart. It was just something you can go online and on YouTube and watch it, but you gotta go watch it. It's just amazing to see. Don't forget, those animals weigh a ton apiece, 6 foot high at the shoulders. So they ain't little horses. The third set of horses are called the body horses. They're a little bit heavier than the second team, only because they're closer to the cart. And then you got the wheel horses. Those are the two in the back. Now, not only are they the biggest and heaviest, but they also are used. They're the ones who back the cart up. And they also, besides pulling the cart and backing it up, they control the front 3 teams. They hold them back from taking off. So yeah, it was pretty cool to watch and to learn a little bit about that. So without further ado, we'll show you our lead team of Big Eddie and Jeff, and then our swing team, Little E and Aries. Our body team, Old Tom and Papa Dan. And there's our wheel team of Big Papa Z and Mr. Benny. So, now I got this all done. I went over each horse, checked everything, made sure all the paint was okay on them. Yeah, it's pretty impressive looking model. Now, to me, comes the hard part. Like I said, all the horses have been gone over. Each individual horse was gone over, fixed, paint all fixed. Now, with the wagon, I had Mrs. Mack make me some pinstriping up on her cricket machine. 1 millimeter pinstriping. It was going to hell of a lot easier than taping it off and trying to paint it. Now, I'm sure it could have been done before I put it all together, but it's kind of tough to pinstripe it before you put it together when you don't know where they're going to line up. So, I had Mrs. Mack, like I said, make me a sheet. Oh, excuse me. She made me a sheet of 1 millimeter vinyl striping, white striping. You can see it there. So I got to do that. I have to change the color of the thing for the beer cases. I was under the impression, excuse me, I was under the impression that this was the color, but unfortunately, when you pick this, start to unpeel it, these are clear. This is clear, and according to the box art, those boxes on the back are not white. I go the other way. They're not white. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of painting this thing, I'm going to get me some cardstock, and I'm gonna put this on cardstock, and then I will Gorilla Glue or something the cardstock right to the card. I'm just afraid of these over time. If I just put them down with the sticky, that over time they're going to start to peel up and roll up. So I think I'm going to either epoxy them or I'll figure something out to keep them down. But yeah, that's where I am. Like I said, now comes the hard part: pinstriping it, gluing it down, and then I got to start putting the limbers on, the yokes, the triple trees. I got chains to still make. A bag of chain over there. I still got the reins to put on. So for me, this is the hard part starts now, I think. I don't think this is going to be easy to put together. According to the directions, I'm supposed to start from the rear here and work my way up. Because that big long timber in the middle has to be glued. That gets glued up under here. That there gets glued up under here. And then this piece gets glued to that. And then I have to put these straps on, so... And I don't think putting those straps on are going to be any fun, let me tell you. I've got a bad feeling about this. What did I do? Yeah. I wanted to talk about this strap right here. Now, according to the directions, you're supposed to take this strap and put it around and pull it through the back side. Well, the only problem with that is I did it on my first horse. And this piece here, I completely snapped that thing right in half. Both sides. I snapped it right in half. So I had to glue it all back together. And I said, well, I ain't doing that again. So instead of doing that, I just pulled this from the back side, pushed it through from the back side, cut it off once I pulled it through, and then just painted the end of it gold. That's what I did. You can't even tell the difference. If I didn't say nothing, you wouldn't even know. But yeah, very, very tight when you go the other way. Is that the one? Yeah, there it is right there. I snapped this thing right in half, top and bottom. It snapped right in half. So I stopped doing that. Other than that, I had a problem with one strap on this horse. That top strap there broke, so I just cut it off. Like again, I said, I just left it. So, other than that, I didn't really have a problem with them. Just a painting. I used a whole bottle. I used a whole bottle of this. It wasn't fully full, but it was. I bet you it was probably where my fingernail was when I started, and I used that whole bottle, just painting the white on these things. Everything needed 2 or 3 coats, plus touch up. But I'm happy the way it looks. I'm really happy how they came out. I really am. Way better than I thought. It went better than I thought. Yeah, so here we go. Trying, like I say, pinstriping. I'm gonna go buy some cardstock. Me and Mrs. Mac going out tomorrow. We're gonna go to the pet store. So Michael's is right next to it. So I'm gonna grab some brownish cardstock. I gotta put my metal pins in these 2 guys and sit them in there. And then, like I said, start all the fun. It's gonna be like rigging a ship, I think. But yeah, there it is, guys. Here it is, far back as I can go. So let me know what you think. I appreciate all the comments and the likes and the subscriptions, and you guys are the best. So, but yeah. Enjoy your week. You'll be hearing from me eventually at some point. See how much next time I get something done. So I think once I get the wagon pinstriped, I can glue it down. I'm gonna epoxy it down. So, all right, guys. Oh, Jeff's not gonna be happy. 12 minutes. Jesus Christ. Peace out.